5 years ago, as US forces were entering Baghdad, the chairman of Iraq's Revolutionary Command Council went walkabout in his capital for the last time. Saddam Hussein al-Tikriti would not be seen again until he was dragged from his spider hole hideout 9 months later. These pictures were filmed from inside Saddam's car by his official cameraman as he left that scene. They're heading down Haifa Street. Saddam set up his first hideout in the alleyways behind these blocks. This is where Iraq's Sunni insurgency was born. Haifa Street became a barometer of that insurgency. Saad is a cameraman who lives here. He's witnessed waves of kidnaps, car bombs and rampaging sectarian death squads. Today, he's a leader of the local Sunni Awakening Council, former insurgents who once fought the Americans and now fight alongside them against Al-Qaeda.
This area was a sectarian battleground. It is the beating heart of Baghdad. Haifa Street links the Sunni neighborhood of Sheikh Ali with the Shia area of Rahmaniyya. Many bloody acts took place here, acts which I hope we will never see again. It was a tragedy what happened in the street. The only inhabitants were wild dogs feeding on decaying corpses. Anyone walking there would be attacked by the dogs, which had grown used to eating human flesh. It was a ghost street.
I came to investigate the American military's reports that violence is falling in Baghdad, that life in the city is improving, that the US surge has transformed the city. But it has taken me a month just to organize safe passage through my city. It's a journey that would be impossible for a foreign journalist. What I found contradicts all the official reports. Baghdad is a city where one street is at war with the next, where the people are more desperate than I've ever seen them. It has been transformed into a city of walls. There are 20 miles of walls slicing up the city into Sunni and Shia ghettos, each wall over 12 feet high. They are the main reason why the casualties have fallen, not because peace is on its way. In Adamiyya, I meet a member of the Sunni militia, and he tells me, I can't move beyond that square over there. If I did, I would be killed. It's a prison here. Then I'm taken by car to the very front line. This wall is a place where no foreign television crew could visit. They'll be kidnapped within minutes, and even for me, an Iraqi, it has taken 2 weeks to arrange safe passage here. I used to eat my sandwiches here with my friends after school. Now there's no one. There's not an American soldier in sight.
5 minutes ago there was a big standoff between the police, the paramilitaries and the residents here, and the police have obviously had enough. There are the riot police, scores, maybe hundreds of them just down the street. They've fired a number of rounds, I think into the air, I think maybe 2 rounds across the stage, and that looked like... They're obviously bracing themselves for manoeuvres. The paramilitaries are starting to move up the street. They're moving into formation with their riot shields. It's very hard to tell what's going on, and the paramilitaries are definitely on the move.
'The Dalai Lama fled to Dharamsala in northern India in 1959 after China invaded Tibet. Today, it's home to nearly 30,000 Tibetan refugees. The world thinks of them as a patient people who preach compassion and non-violence. But there is a deep unease brewing here. The Exile brothers are the most popular Tibetan band among Dharamsala's youth. Tenzin Jigme sings about a country he's never seen and a fight for independence he's determined never to give up. But these young Tibetans are at odds with the man they worship. Today, the Tibetan government in exile, led by the Dalai Lama, pursues autonomy for Tibet rather than independence. It's a policy known as the Middle Path.
In a deeply superstitious country, this is a dark and fearsome demon that can bring untold trouble. Some here believe the snake embodies an evil old woman who snatches babies in the night. Mythology aside, the Papuan taipan is one of the deadliest reptiles in the world. Remarkably, in some areas here, venomous snakes kill more people than malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS. In this very poor country, getting help is out of reach for many snakebite victims. The consequences of that can be devastating. For the past decade, one man's been trying to change that. He's a scientist, medic, teacher, and snake handler, and he's very lucky to still be around. David Williams' single-handed mission to save lives in Papua New Guinea will almost cost him his own.
Although it's not a snake that picks fights, it's a snake that finishes them.
That's David Williams, huh?